Chevrolet Bel Air that belonged to the late Dave Thomas. Great racer for many years here at Star Speedway. The 1978 Star Classic winner. Perhaps you saw the actual car that Dave drove to victory here at Star back in 1978 on the entranceway into the Speedway. The McDonald's car back then, and the car on display here today. But the story on the 1955 Chevy Bel Air, Dave Thomas bought this car 1 week before he passed away. He loved this last year. He told his family and his son, Dave Thomas Jr., he wanted something that he could leave for his granddaughter that he loved more than anything. Tonight, it's the first time that she's ever ridden in the car that Grampy loved for her. To share that moment with Mom and Ellie is a very, very special moment for this family and for Dave Thomas Jr., who is driving the car. Diane Thomas sitting alongside her son. Ellie is in the car as well. So it really adds a special touch to the start of this race. While we have the opportunity, I want everybody to give Dave Thomas, Diane Thomas, and Ellie a nice round of applause as they make their way down the front straightaway. As tonight we remember one of Star Speedway's all-time great drivers and a former classic winner, Epping's very own Dave Thomas. Enjoy the ride, Ellie. Also tonight, Star Speedway sends off from the band here a circle. All right, get your hands on the air. Let's give them a nice big winner. information just as soon as we get it. Russword in the number 32 Sue racing car picked up the ride this past week so he could compete in the Star Classic. The race is stopped here on lap number 86. All right, we're hearing through radio that Russword is okay. Boy, that is good news. The veteran driver from Pelham, New Hampshire, and the guy that leads all as far as feature wins are concerned here for the Star Classic is okay. Like I say, he picked up the ride this past week. At the beginning of the week, it didn't look like he was going to have a ride. So the Sue team came and offered the ride for tonight's race. They knew that, how much it would mean to Russ to be able to compete here tonight, but they are coming up short. Your attention, please, in the pit area. Attention, ISMA competitors in the pit area, crew members, we are going to refuel during this red flag. So attention, we are going to refuel during this red flag. Head on down to the flag stand. And we get your money for you. 859-493. If you got it, head down to the flag stand. And we'll have your cash prize. So we're going to refuel during this stoppage in the action here with the red flag displayed on lap number 86 for the number 32 Russword incident in the fourth corner. So happy to report that it is okay.
Who gives a fuck?
It's awesome. Ever since I was coming here as a little kid, I always wanted to win the Star Classic. It's probably one of the biggest races in New England. It has got a lot of history, and it feels good to finally win one. I mean, to put your name up with some of the best drivers around, and to say I won a Classic is just awesome. It hasn't really sank in yet, to be honest with you. I've been so close a few times. I think I finished second twice, just never could get the win, but we finally got it tonight. I'll tell you, those last 30, 40 laps seemed like 200 laps. I couldn't wait for it to be over. Car ran really good. I mean, obviously we set fast time today, and beginning of the race we're a little tight, and Robbie kind of caught me off there. He got by me, and in traffic I was a little bit tight, and in clean air the car was just awesome. I mean, I want to thank all the guys, all the sponsors, Tower News, Powermus Racing Fuels, LH Wheeler Trucking. Big thanks to Paul Dunnigan. Paul Dunnigan Jr., this is his car. I'm the lucky man that gets to drive it. Without him, none of this would be possible. He made it here tonight. It's great to get a win.
Certainly is, I'm sure. Let me ask you, when the red flag came out for the incident over in the fourth corner, and they elected to refuel, the cars would stop for a while, tires cooled down, and then when you went back to racing conditions, you just took off.
Yeah, I mean, I think the long red flag helped me, the way the tires heat cycled. Because before that I was really tight getting in, and I was trying to make a turn with the rear brakes, and I think I got them too hard. At one point I actually lost my brakes. So the red flag was definitely in my favor, and when we put the fuel in the car, we put it in the back to help it turn, and it certainly worked out. After the red flag, it was a whole different car again. So I don't know what to say. I'm excited. This is a really big win.
One more question for you. Last year, you won the Valenti Modified Racing Series Championship. You told car owner Art Barry that you were going to focus on ISMA this year. You still run that modified, but I know during the off-season you made this your decision. You were going to go for this series in 2013. Is this your biggest win in your career?
Yeah, it definitely ranks up there. I mean, this is a really big race. A lot of great talent here tonight, a lot of great cars. Let me tell you, I've raced a lot of years now, and a lot of long distance races, and this is definitely one of the tougher ones to win. It's tough, 150 green flag laps in a car as fast as these are. There's a lot of G-force on the body, and you definitely get a little fatigue at the end. I'd escape if I wanted. You're speechless at this point. It's awesome.
We'll let you be. You got a lot of people here want to talk to you. Congratulations, John. I know they're going to be proud back in East Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Johnny will be getting the trophy and the flower presentation, the wreath of roses from the McCarthy family, which has been a tradition here at Star Speedway. Now, in its 22nd year, the McCarthys will be presenting that big wreath and the championship trophy for the Star Classic here. Jeff Abel takes down second. What a great run for you. You were in the hunt. Even though you couldn't get yourself to the front, you were picking cars off midway through this race and getting yourself to the front.
Yeah, that's by far the best car I've ever had. I absolutely have to thank my dad, my crew, Larry, Kenny, my grandpa, everybody there. That is, bar none, the best race car I've had, a Supermodified. My best finish to date here, and every time we bring this car out here, we always seem to have a great run at these short tracks, especially Star, and absolutely love coming out and racing here. This is definitely my favorite track on the ISMA Tour.
Well, you did a great job here. Will we see you at Thompson?
You won't be seeing me at Thompson. You'll see next week we'll be running the midget at Oswego Speedway, and hopefully we can get our new car that we built for there, purpose-built car for there, get going next year, and hopefully have the same results there. I'm looking forward to it. So it might be a long winter, but we'll see what we can do.
Impressive run. Nice job.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks to everybody here for coming out, and thanks for supporting us.
All right, Jeff Abel nails down second in the 2013 Star Classic. And third, the Jersey Jet. Great run in Howie Lane's number 97, Jeff.
Thank you. You know, we had our hands full tonight. You know, the car was really good all day long. Second lap of the race, the wing strut broke, and I could see it flopping around. And my game plan was, you know, I knew it was raining, and I just wanted to get to halfway in case they canceled the race. You know, I was still hanging in the top 3, top 4, and the car was getting worse and worse. But I just I got a lot of laps around this place, and I know how to make the car go pretty good, and I'm back.
Fans probably want to know, they can see the wing tilted like that. How much of an effect does that have on your capability to be able to get around this?
Well, you know, if we had a fixed wing, a real fixed wing, it would be good. But when these bi-wings, when they become fixed, it puts a lot of drag on the car like a parachute. And, you know, we didn't have a lot of straightaway speed, and it sort of wore the tires out because it was just putting so much drag on the car. And, you know, I got to thank Howie Lane and the guys. You know, 2 weeks ago they asked me to drive this thing, and we were running real good at Oswego. We had a top 3, top 4 car, and something broke on the car, and, you know, come back tonight and get a top 3. It's awesome. You know, Howie needed a really good run, and so did I. It's been a rough season for me, and I'd like to thank the Weber family. You know, this place was home to me for many years, and you know, I'd just like to say to the fans, you got to support your local tracks. You know, these guys are keeping these races going, and without the fans, a lot of tracks are going to the wayside, so please support.
Very well said. Joey Payne gets a third. How about a nice hand for him?
So it's Jake. What? Can you guys come back?
Cheer, Pat. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. Smile, Dennis, will you? Get in there, right? Smile on this one. Can you put the sign from the Hey, boy.
Big T, look happy.
I am happy.
I'm married right now. I know. This one's for Dominic and Dylan.
Well, I didn't know what part was broke. I didn't know if it was stretched. Yeah.